What's up, guys? This is Pound from Pound's Firearms, and today we're going over a pistol. That's right, a pistol. This is an M&P 15 pistol. It's got a 7.5-inch barrel. Stay tuned, and we'll go ahead and go over this guy. Maybe we'll do a little shooting here. So yeah, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. So yes, today we're going to go ahead and go over my M&P pistol. This is in a 7.5-inch barrel length. We're going to just make sure it's cleared here because I know there's a lot of people that like to make sure that it's cleared. But yes, so this is my M&P 15 with the 7.5-inch 5.56 barrel. A lot of people don't like it. You know, I don't mind it. It goes boom really loud. You can feel the concussion. Yeah, we'll just start at the butt here. So this is an SB3, I believe. SB3 brace, 5-position adjustable. It does have the quick disconnect barrel sling there, or barrel, jeez, quick disconnect sling mount there. And you have your adjustments. I did add the Law Tactical, so my whole point of this gun was to make it as small as possible. So when the stock was on here, you know, the Law Tactical adds about 1.5 inches. So I was like, well, yeah, it's going to add 1.5 inches, but then I can fold it. So I did one of those max defense type of telescoping rear stocks or rear braces, and that looked pretty cool, but it did not work with the Law Tactical because this big hinge that's right here, the rods that went in there, which is hitting it, and it doesn't work with that unless you leave it fully extended. But then at that point, it's pointless. So yeah, so I went back to the SB3. I did get the Law Tactical on here. Law Tactical is pretty cool. If you don't know about it, research it. I can do a video if there's enough comments on it. But yeah, so it has this little extension here, which takes up the extra thickness from the unit itself, which then plays with the buffer tube. So yeah, really cool setup. So then, of course, when you get down to it, it gets down to this size. My original goal was to go ahead and also add, gosh, I forget the name of them. They got a quick disconnect barrel system. Oh man, it escaped me. I mean, I'll put it in the comments here, or in the little ticker down here, right around in this area here. But yeah, so my original goal was to go ahead and add that quick disconnect, kind of like those Air Force rifles, and then that way I can take that barrel and either put it through here or mount it somewhere up in here, so that my whole package would only be 7.5 inches wide or long. They actually got a really cool barrel, a really cool video. They actually stuffed it into a freaking lunchbox. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen, man. The guy unzips his lunchbox and he pulls out an AR. It was a 300 blackout. He had a Law Tactical on it, and he had the quick disconnect on it. And it was just the coolest thing ever. So that's kind of what brought me to this kind of sort of configuration. I haven't done that yet, and the main reason why I haven't done that yet, well, first of all, it's like $400 to get that, the whole set, because you have to get one for the receiver and the barrel, and then you can keep buying ones for different barrels, so you can start swapping those out. The other thing is, my barrel's 7.5 inches, but my guard, I think, is 8 inches. So it already sticks out past the barrel. It adds 1 inch to it, so then it's going to stick out even further, which I just wasn't a big fan of. So this is factory safety levers there. This is their factory grips. Those are M&P series. They started doing this with their pistols. Super grippy. I mean, it is super grippy. It does have different backs you can swap out with it. Basically, you rotate this. The whole pin comes out. You pull this back out and put whatever other back you want on here. I think this is a small. I have XX hands. Don't ask me why small feels the most comfortable, but it does. So even with XX hands, I rock the small because it just feels better. So yeah, so then it is open cavity in here. Yeah, I haven't put anything in there yet. From the factory, it does come with a flat facing trigger. It is mil spec, even though it's flat facing or a flat face. It's nothing special. I did add the mag pull. I've been slowly taking them off of some of my rifles. It is a mil-spec charging handle, nothing special about that. I do have these, I think these are the M-Bus 2s, Magpul M-Bus 2s, front and rear. I am rocking, so this little guy right here, this is actually a brass catcher. I do my own reloads, so I try to catch as many mags as brass as I can. So yeah, it's a Caldwell, it's just a little pouch that kind of swims on there, and these little D10s hold it in place, and then it kind of just a little bag sits over the top there. This is the Vortex Spark AR, so it already comes with a high-rise mount. Battery goes in there. I think it's a double A that goes in there. You know, it's pretty good. I don't mind it at all. It's kind of neat. These caps, they fold over and they actually snap against each other, so they kind of stay out of the way. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let me turn this guy on here, see if we can get you. Yeah, it's nice and bright. We'll go out shooting here, see if we can test it out here, but I think you can see it in there. Yeah, there it is. And there's a lot of light in here, but it is definitely daylight bright. So yeah, so I like that. And of course, they coat witness. Pull this back up here so there's enough room. They coat witness with the irons. Close enough, I don't know if you can tell that or not, but yeah, they're in there. So they do coat witness, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, I do have this Magpul finger stop. I think it's probably in reverse. I think some people do it the other way. I chose to do it this way, and the reason why is because when I grip it, I'm putting my finger on here, and I've lined it up to where it goes behind the barrel, the threads of the barrel here. So I go ahead and clip my finger on here, and now when I do my grip, I got my forefinger on here, and that's, you know, it is full control. There is no letting go of this thing. I also added the extra pad here because it is grippy. It came with the kit, that Magpul kit. It is super grippy, so as you can see, my hand naturally falls to this spot here. So I at least got, at the very least, one finger, usually two fingers on there. And yeah, this rifle is not going anywhere. Yeah, it's working out really well. I did have a Streamlight ProTac light on here. I used it for different projects, so I decided to use a pistol light on here just to see how it goes. I decided to do it on this side because when this folds, now I have all the bulk on this side, so I was hoping that it all lines up and this side stays clean. That's kind of the idea. So you can see that here's, you know, bulk here, bulk here. Yeah, it's a pistol light. It's nothing special. Yeah, it'll probably be coming off. It's definitely a pistol light. Pretty basic. There's nothing super special about it. It does have this. God, I don't even remember what that's called. I'm just, I guess it's too late in the day for me to be doing this. It does not have an ambi switch or a safety, which is kind of sad. Blaster there. But yeah, so pistol length gas tube, and yeah, this is about it. So it's M-lock on the front, as you can see. It does have the Picatinny on top, and yeah, that's about it about this guy. You know, I don't think M&P makes this anymore. For whatever reason, I checked their website to see if they were still making these. I think I was trying to find extra handguards, or maybe seeing if they sold different size handguards or something. And yeah, I don't see it on the website anymore. So these might not be made anymore, but they're super cool. I know a lot of people don't like the 7.5-inch barrel, but I'm gonna take it to the range and I'll show you guys here. So enough blabbing. That's a quick rundown of my specific setup. So let's go to the range. Let's take a couple shots. All right, guys, welcome back to the range. We're sitting, I don't know, 50 yards or so. But yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this pistol. Yeah, 7.5-inch. Everybody knocks on 7.5 inches. They're probably right. It's got a lot less velocity than a 14-inch, but it's got more velocity than a 9mm. That's for sure. So, like I said before, this is an OEM flat-facing trigger. Sure, we're clear here. There's a lot of travel there. It's just mil-spec. Nothing special. Alright, so one thing I am going to do here, I'm going to pause for a second, but this thing's been sitting for a while. It's actually my dry fire gun. So, oops, can't show you from there. Let me show you from here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is pop this bolt out.
maybe. Because since it's my dry fire gun using the Mantis, this thing is super dry. So I'm going to do a quick test here. I'm going to put 10 drops down the key here and see how much it lubes up. All right, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of grief for this here, but we're going to do 10 drops here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 drops. That's all I'm going to put on. There's no shine anywhere. So we're going to see what it does here. Oops. All right, so we're gonna take one shot and come back and look at it here. So see what we have here. I got my red dot on, ears are on. See if I can hit this target. Guess I didn't chamber it. Let's try it again. Hit the target, which is pretty good. I'm standing at 50 yards with a 7.5 inch. Pull that out. So as you can see, there's a little juice. I see some juice, folks. We are clear. Let's pop that sucker out and let's take a look at it real quick. Wasn't originally part of the plan, but why not, right? Alright, so I see shiny back here, I see shiny here, I see shiny up the ports there, which naturally blow out of there. I see shiny down in there. So you know what, 10 drops, although it didn't soak it like some people like to do, it did okay. But just for satisfaction's sake, because I'm sure there's gonna be somebody on the internet that says I did it wrong, we'll go ahead and just put some lubrication here just to be safe here. We'll put a couple more down the key because I thought it worked out okay. Alright, let's put the sucker back together. I don't think it really needed all that, but there'll be somebody on here that says you broke your rifle, you're a bad AR owner, or whatever it is that you guys say to people. All right. All right, let's load this sucker back up. She's chambered. See if we can hit the target here. Tell you what though, the concussion, I don't know if you can see it, but I sure feel it a lot more on the 7.5 inch. But you know what? It's a 7.5 inch, man. I can almost be a gangster and put that in my pocket. There we go. Colorado, we can only have 10 rounds, so get a couple more out here and we'll close her out here. All right, so this one does have the bad lever. There we go. See how fast we can dump it on this target with the mil spec here. Cool. All right, guys. Well, let's send her back to the bench here. I know a lot of people don't like the 7.5 inches, but heck, you know, I'm a fat guy, dude. I'll take 7.5 all day. But yeah, I'm digging it. It's definitely an easy truck gun, especially when you put the Lock Tactical on here. All right, guys, welcome back. I only put a few shots through it here, but this thing's fun. I know it's not a 14.5 or a 16 or an 18, but man, this thing sure is fun. All right, well, we shot a couple shots here. Let's take this thing apart and let's just take a look at it and see what happened after a few shots here.
Forward assist, that's what it's called. I forgot it earlier, but there we go. Forward assist helped me that time. All right, so let's see what we did. So we did a handful of shots. I don't expect anything too crazy. We'll give it a quick wipe down. Mil-spec charging handle. Mil-spec bolt. Nice and shiny. I think you saw me putting the the 10 drop trick through there. Yeah, look here inside. Good old just mil-spec hammer there. There's nothing crazy about it. There we go. Yep, so it's all nice and oily in there. Got a little gunk, but that's to be expected when you shoot it. All right, guys. Well, there we go. That is the M&P 7.5-inch pistol. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the M&P pistol video here. Go ahead and subscribe. If you saw anything you like, subscribe if you have any questions, or don't subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, guys. This is Pound for Pound Firearms signing off.